Welcome back. I'm playing Dawn of War Definitive Edition, and we're continuing on with our Soulstorm campaigns. Today I'm going to start a new campaign on the hard difficulty. Seems like people have really been struggling with the Tau, and I can see why that would definitely be an issue with his commander, who has really no melee capabilities to hold the line, and then they can be pretty expensive as well. And without getting all the buffs that you get in Dark Crusade, I can see how this could be a pretty challenging campaign. So I'll try my best to get through this here. I'm hoping it's going to be better and quicker, and overall just a more enjoyable experience than the Imperial Guard. Now, towards the end, the Imperial Guard started to feel a little bit better, but really that was a very hard start because of how weak the commander was, and then you have to pump all those resources into it. So I suspect this will be somewhat similar of a start with the Tau, but the main advantage is we won't have to be pumping all those resources into our commander unit to keep them viable, so that should hopefully allow us to expand an early economy and just make it a little bit of a quicker playthrough than the Imperial Guard were. Now, the one downside is we're not going to have access to Baneblades and other amazing ultimate units. I'll have to decide, are we going to do more of a Kroot build, or are we going to do more of the Hammerhead build? In Dark Crusade, I definitely found the Hammerhead build to be much more viable for us, but we'll play around here and see how the game plays with the Tau, with the changes here, because I did do some balancing in between the different expansions, so we'll see what it feels like here. And just some basic information about the playthrough here before we get started and start going through the cinematics is the objectives for this playthrough is I'm going to capture every location on all 4 planets. I vary the final stronghold that we fight on these campaigns, that we can see what the strongest stronghold has to offer depending on where it is. So I try to alter the order that we do the strongholds in as much as I can. I mean, there's certain ones that you can just rush to get things going as fast as possible. Now, if you're seeing the game, you'll notice every one of the locations on the planets has an archive background story, just to kind of establish some lore. I did read through that on the Sisters of Battle playthrough. I'm not going to read through it on the rest of the playthroughs because I think that leads to be too redundant. I'm also going to get, since we're going to capture every location, we'll get every honor guard, and then I'm going to get every piece of Wargear as well. That way, when we're totally done with this playthrough, I can put together just a quick little guide with my recommended builds and what I would recommend to make the experience better, assuming that there's going to be some friction here just to kind of help some people, because I find that Soulstorm is significantly harder than any of the other Dawn of War games, and that's just mostly because of some balancing issues that they've had in some gameplay design decisions, which are not always the best. So with that, I will stop my rant, and we will get started on our opening cinematics.
It was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Kaurava system's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium, and not just the Imperium. After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planet of Kaurava, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there: the Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers; the Ork tribes of Kaurava II, which the Guard had never successfully put down; and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Kaurava III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the warp storm bring them, or did they bring the warp storm? Both appeared suddenly on Kaurava IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Kaurava. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Kaurava II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orks and the Chaos Marines, their sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the warp storm, and in so doing, expand their territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Kaurava III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the warp storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the Dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and zealous in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Kaurava.
Alright, so moving on here, we were going to do the Tau this time per request from you guys. I think we've beaten the Sisters of Battle, the Dark Eldar, and then Imperial Guard, so those are the campaigns we've completed thus far. So if you are interested in those playthroughs, go through there. Eventually I'll hopefully go through and beat all these factions again. I just kind of randomly come back to this game if there's any lulls in my video uploading schedule here, because I do enjoy the game. It's just I don't want to go through every faction back to back, because that would be several months of this game, and I think that would lead to a lot of fatigue. And then the only other thing I want to mention that I thought of while I was watching that introductory cinematic is you will notice that the game speed is sped up a little bit on this playthrough, and that's just because I find that the game speed is a little bit slow, so I tend to increase it by 30% using a program called Cheat Engine. And if you're interested in how to use a program like that, I do have a video of that on my channel. It's like how I speed up games, or just type in search cheat engine, and then I'll go through how to use it, because it can be a little bit confusing if you're unfamiliar with using a game modding program. And so that kind of shows you can use for lots of other things other than the speed hacks, but that's what I tend to just use it for, because I don't want to cheat on the games. I just want to speed it up to make it a quicker experience. But I get a lot of questions about that, so I thought I should just address that early on, because I sometimes forget to for the first several episodes. So moving on here, the Tau. You are the gifted General Commander Orez-Ka. You come from the Tau Empire with a threefold goal: contain the Warp Storm, build a mighty military outpost, and prepare all Kaurava for colonization. Ply your technologically advanced race and their allies against the ignorant and deceitful enemies, all vying for supremacy. Only your victory will show the superior wisdom of the luminous greater good. And our bonus attack here is the Arka Space Cannon, and effectively when we're attacking people, it'll do damage to any garrisons that are there. I don't think it hurts Honor Guard. But it's really unclear to me how much damage this actually does, because there's no way for you to really know. And then because most of the units also have regeneration, it's like if they get hit with an attack at the very beginning, then by the time you engage them, they may be all healed up. So it's really hard to know what the significance of the Arca Space Cannon is. So I tend to think this is one of the weakest faction powers, traits, whatever you want to call it, in the game here. So let's get started and see what we can do. And then, unlike Dark Crusade, there's really no opening cinematic here, and I'm going to skip through the tutorial since they're pretty basic mechanics here. You start at your faction headquarters here, or stronghold, so you can see these symbols for every faction. That's where other factions are located, and once you destroy that, you take out this little circle. That's the color of the faction here, and that's their standing army. Everybody can move one square per turn per attack, unless you use these things here called webway gates. And what that is it allows you to then teleport to other webway gates, which are what these white lines are, that are telling you where you can go, and that lets you jump from planet to planet. Now when you take over the Dark Eldar location, they have an ability called like webway rating or something like that, and that allows you, whenever you're in a webway gate, you can come out at any webway gate, whether it's connected by this webway pathway or not. So that allows the Dark Eldar to really attack anywhere, as you would expect with a raiding race. So that's how that mechanic works.
Welcome to the single-player campaign.
And now just looking here, you know, the bodyguards will be really good, but I also don't want to have to worry about the orcs reinforcing this webway gate here, because I think what I'm going to end up doing is just jumping down here, killing the orcs right away, and then killing the space marines, and then either coming back and taking the rest of the planet, or maybe even jumping to the next planet and start getting over towards the Eldar, and then I could get like the fleet march, which will let you move up to 3 spaces per turn as long as it's in your control. So I don't know, that's several episodes in the future, so I guess we'll just see how this feels. I'm a little worried we'll be underpowered to take a stronghold out. I guess we'll see how these guys feel as I'm making my way through this matchup here. Now the stealth suits start out being stealth, but their damage is absolutely pitiful unless you put research into them later on, which will increase their damage. So because this is a webway gate, you can either win by domination, meaning you end up taking out your opponent, or you can capture the critical locations, and then you can do a capture and hold wing condition, and I think you have to hold it for 6 minutes. And so as you see, 0 out of 5, that's how many critical locations there are on the map. So we need to be able to hold at least 3 of them to be able to start the countdown timer, and if they take things back from us, then we will end up losing. But these are that's the upgrade to help you increase the damage to the stealth teams. Now, it's been a long time since I played the Tau, so I'm trying to refresh my memory on how this works here. Alright, we'll just keep these guys up here to act as like a quick reaction force in case somebody starts trying to take back these critical locations here. Alright, bring you over to there. You guys keep building, and it looks like everything else is still being captured.
Ready for action.
I'm a little bit worried about running out of resources.
It will be ours.
But if we're going to be fighting the orcs, they're going to be sending some pretty significant forces at us. And that's usually going to be sluggas. And we have no melee, so I'm going to need to have high damage output. So I think we're going to have to get a couple fire warriors up and rolling. Yeah, see, here they are. And then because these guys are stealth, they can't see me, so I'm just going to take it back from them right away.
Ready to build.
Alright, run you back. I think we probably need to build a generator or 2. Alright, we're up to 2. We'll send these guys back here to capture that. And then that should be all of them under our control, at least temporarily. The orc is a detector unit. So he can see my guy. So I guess we'll just have you capture the strategic point here, because I cannot fight him off right now.
Victory countdown has begun.
Oh, 7 minutes is what the capture and hold objective is. And if maybe I should get... Let's make some crew, just to refresh my memory. I remember not really liking them, but, you know, if we're going to use them, I guess the orcs would be who they would be specifically designed to attack, since they have lower armor. And these guys do 33 to 45 damage, so that should be helpful. I think we just need to start focusing on getting more requisition up. Yeah, see, he's got rocket boys and storm boys and everything here.
Taking hold victory.
I swear we'll get it done. For the greater good. That hurts.
Well, I guess we'll see. It looks like we're kind of pushing him back. He already captured one of the points back, though. Alright, they rarely come over here. It's usually to the points on the east and west and south that are most contentious. So we'll keep trying to get some requisition here so we can keep making some armies. Alright, bring you over here, since they seem to be having most of the army over here.
5 minutes until taken hold victory.
Take that back right away. Alright, well we're shooting, that's gonna, there's this hero finally making an appearance. I don't remember how to increase my population cap, because I don't see any tech for that. Alright, let's have him eat the corpses for a little bit, that'll increase their health. Let's make some more fire warriors. I guess I can make another one since we lost a stealth suit.
4 minutes until taken hold victory.
Alright, run you over here. I don't want him to take that from us, although it looks like he's going to ignore it. I want to say you get more okay, you do. You get more population cap from the Path of Enlightenment. Yeah, okay. I kind of thought that was the situation. I couldn't remember if it was that or the
next tech building to help us focus on what our specialization will be. I couldn't remember which it was.
Ready for action.
Alright, let's start having you guys run around here.
3 minutes until take and hold victory.
Honestly, since there's only one base, we probably could have just gone for a base kill. But I'm just playing around a little bit, refreshing my memory, knocking the cobwebs off about how this faction plays. Because I haven't used them since Dark Crusade.
Just tell us where you need us.
Alright.
Just tell us where you need us. The Firecast serves with pride. Get us to the fight.
Well, I mean, it's 2 minutes now, so it probably makes sense just to hold the location instead of trying to do a base kill. It's going to take us longer than 2 minutes to get the kill. Now, if he ends up taking the spot back, I'm going to be pissed off, because then I should have been attacking the base. But I think we can do it.
We hunt with patience. We will take it right away.
Yeah, they got guys just running all over the map here.
XP-22 battlesuit ready.
I guess we don't have to worry about them attacking us from the west because there's just one base, right? So they're probably just going to focus on coming from this direction because their base is right down this pathway.
Just tell us where you need us.
Service required. 1 minute,
1 minute
until take and hold victory.
Here I was worried about not having enough resources, and now I've got 2,000. Yeah, I remember the Fire Warriors being incredibly deadly. We can just set up some firing lines here.
30 seconds until take and hold victory.
Yeah, they're just melting the orcs here. Guess let's reinforce those in case anybody tries to get around the back here to hold the line. I suppose I could have done Feral Leap too. And then the targeting thing there helps stealth suits shoot on the move. And then the missile barrage is for one of our vehicles, which we don't even have. Alright, so first Wargear, it wasn't too bad. So marker drones increases accuracy. Oh, our guy is the XV-22. I'm like, what the hell's an XV-22? So shield drone, they still have the stealth field. Shield generator increases health, reveals infiltrated units, increases range damage. And then missile pods, the cyclic ion blaster. So I think we want the multi-tracker if we're going to be jumping to attack the orcs. Although the shield generator could be good too, because it'll give us increased health. So this powerful ion shield generator. No, multi-tracker I think is what we want. Equip the XV-22 battlesuit with advanced filtering and targeting technology to reveal infiltrated units and increase damage of ranged attacks. Now it only gives us a mild range damage buff, but we know we're going to be fighting rocket boys, and those guys are stealth as are Gretchen. And if I'm going to be attacking the base, we're going to need that because I think the only detector units we have as Tau are the Vespids and the Pathfinders, and I don't like either one of those units. So I think by just making our commander the detector should help us. Now the thing that's going to be challenging is I don't actually have anybody fighting with me, so when I get charged by some sluggas at the start of this mission, this could be pretty hard because I don't have forward base either, so I'm not going to be able to make an army very quick, and the stealth suits aren't going to be able to defend me. Let's create a save here real quick. Did I just call that orc save? I did. I have orcs on the mind because I'm thinking about sieging their base. Tau. So, yeah, let's try it. It's probably going to make a little bit of a longer episode, but we'll see what happens.
That it was the warbus Gorguts himself who led the war in the Karava conflict. But who were the orcs he led? Imperial records indicate that these orcs had always been in Karava, going back at least a millennium. It seems that when Gorguts arrived, they welcomed him as a long-awaited hero. These rugged Koraven orcs had sometimes overrun the system's 4 planets, and sometimes been beaten back to their secret stronghold in the Rockclaw Mountains. There had never once been a successful attempt to breach the vast hideout there, and the orcs believed there never could be. But in the past, these orcs had always retreated to this place in great numbers at the first sign of defeat. Gorgut saw such behavior as un-orky. He insisted that you had to take a bolter round or 2 if you wanted to win, and Gorguts lived only to win. Gorgut's strategy meant that the Ork Stronghold was not invincible, but this did not mean that it was undefended. Reaching the lair was one thing, penetrating its defenses was entirely another.
You see, Big Boss Gorgut, this here's the strongest and bestest Orkhold has ever held an orc.
Oh, is that so then?
Ain't no Yumi's got in here ever. With the Rockclaw Mountains all round us, there's only one way in. Even if there was to get in, they'd have all the boys to face. Oh, and the knobs, and the tanks. Then there's the squig-offs.
Say they beat all that.
That's when we get them with the fighter bombers. We'd squash them to a pulp. We got watchers watching day and night. Nobody but an orc gets close to us without we see them and crush them to smithereens. Boss! Boss! There's enemies in the camp! What? In the camp? We gotta stop them before they get to the killing spot. Them drums! Beat the drums! Get to them!
What's this here killing spot?
Beat the drums! We've got to hold the killing spot!
Bestest Orkhold ever, huh?
Alright, well since we know they're going to be attacking us, we better get this barracks out right away. And we'll throw down some snares. I don't know if there's a limit to how many we can utilize here.
Smash 'em good! Show 'em the orcs is the best!
So I guess we'll find out.
This will slow the enemy.
Oh shit! Snares actually cost resources now. I thought they used to be free. Well, I guess I need to get some energy now. That's a mistake. Alright. Well, I guess they're much more powerful than they were before. Alright, let's get some crude out here and then some fire warriors. The downside to this is really going to slow down our economy. Because we're going to be building an army, and we'll try to get you away from those guys so you can hopefully keep shooting into the shooter boys. I suppose alternatively, I could have just had the Fruit attack the shooter boys instead of attacking the sluggas. Yeah, because I'm just pissing away all sorts of resources here. Because I can't even capture a strategic command point right now because I'm sitting here getting into combat. This is going to be such a setback.
The fire cast serves with pride.
Yeah, see, look at that. I've already blown through all my starting resources. I don't even have anything under our control yet.
Service required. Underway. Yes.
Oh, we gotta stop blowing through our resources even more here. Yeah, I guess we knew this was gonna be a situation.
What's next? Service required. We have spread the
Let's get that, and you come up to capture this.
They make us strong.
Alright, and let's get you up to here. Oh man,
22 battlesuit ready.
that was a little more expensive than I was thinking it was going to be. I guess the only good thing is this will give us time to build out a bunch of Tau buildings to refresh our memory on the game mechanics.
That hurt.
Yeah, so the Pathfinders are our detectors, that's what I kind of remembered. Let's try to get all this upgraded as fast as possible so we can get our requisition up to make up for lost time.
What do you want?
Alright, let you keep eating. I think it gets up to plus 300, but again, it's like, okay, 300, what?
Ready to build.
That's, and it takes like 5 minutes of continuous eating, so it's not a great
Ready to build.
situation here. Now we're gonna unfortunately need more generators because we can't get to the next level until we get the path to enlightenment, and that takes energy. And we blew through 70 energy with our snares there before I realized that that was costing energy.
I strengthen my team. Sent us to serve. Command.
Yeah, I suspect the thing that probably people are struggling with is not having melee with the Tau commander. So other heroes are going to be bullying us for quite a bit of time on this playthrough. And then we are on the only planet in this game that has 3 factions on it. So that's going to lead to a lot of intense combat right away. Now the good news is once we take out the Blood Ravens, that should get us the Deep Strike Squad, which should significantly improve our ability to take out neutral locations, because the Deep Strike Squad are typically cheaper than the Honor Guard units, so then you can buy a lot more of them. I imagine it's probably going to be Fire Warriors, Karut, Builder Drones. What would be our third unit that we could get? Stealth suits, maybe? I doubt it's going to be a Vespid. Yeah, see, this is bad. Because these Karut are almost been taken out. Yeah, they almost squad wiped it. Yeah, after all these resources I've put into these guys. And then we don't have access to turrets either, being Tau. Ugh. Okay, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I mean, it'll get much better later on, but I can definitely see why people are struggling a little bit as I'm thinking more and more about this. I mean, I kind of remembered it being a little difficult and frustrating on Dark Crusade too. And then with Soulstorm being just a much harder game than Dark Crusade is, because you can't buff up, you can't rush a bunch of faction-wide buffs as easily as you can with Dark Crusade. I can see why people can struggle with this. Now, I don't know what they've done, if anything, for balancing changes with the Tau between Soulstorm and Dark Crusade. So, since people were saying I was using the Hammerhead focus too much on the other playthrough, I'll try to use the Karut one here against the Orcs. I guess if it's gonna be useful against any faction, it should be good against the Orcs, since they're going to be having mostly melee units as well. And if it feels viable, I'll do it more. The Kayan versus the Mon-Ka. I still think the Mon-Ka is going to be way stronger because of the crisis suits and hammerheads, but I'll try it with the Kayun, I think is how you say it. And again, if it feels good, then maybe I'll do more with that, whereas I focus more on the Monse on my Dark Crusade playthrough. But if it just feels like shit, then I'm gonna just continue with the Monse, because I don't want to have to spend, you know, 20-30 minutes extra on these missions just trying to get a variable force selection. It's like part of these playthroughs are to show people how to effectively get through this if they're struggling, and then to make it artificially harder. I don't think that's going to be beneficial for people, but who knows? A lot of people say that they actually prefer the other build style. I just never really found that to be conducive to my play style. I guess if we are going with this, we better get Feral Jump up, and then we should get some Shapers as well, because that'll buff these other guys. Yeah, I just feel like we're shedding resources with the Kroot here.
They make us strong for the greater good.
And let's get those guys out. I mean, the Shapers are good and they don't cost any supply to make, so if nothing else, you get like a sub-commander. 3 of them, I think, if I remember correctly.
They make us strong.
I guess I don't recall if there's limits on... Well, there's got to be limits on the elite units here. I just don't know what they are.
Service required. I strengthen my kin.
Alright, well, let's get it out here and see how it feels. Because it should give us tech to dramatically increase the range of our units, and then it increases the health, I want to say, of our units as well. So maybe that'll make these guys feel more tanky by getting them buffed up a lot, but I was not impressed with it when I was using them on Dark Crusade for sure. Alright, and then for vehicles, I guess that means we will use the Skyray missile vehicles, which should be good against the Orks because they have so much long range, and then they also have the disruption, which should help us fight big masses of Ork infantry, which we know they're going to have. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is killing their vehicles, because we know they have a plethora of looted tanks and other units. And I don't think I want to use the broadsides, because then I have to slowly move them and then deploy them continuously. And that's like a lot of micro. And as you guys know, I'm pretty unga-bunga, so I just want to hit Control A. Yeah, so dramatically increase. So it increases the health of the units and increases the range. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
I am ready to join my kin.
Now it does buff up Fire Warriors too, so it's not just Kroot. So it's like an infantry or a mechanized build effectively. It increases the maximum health of Tau Commander. Well, so much for that. I think it said Fire Warriors, Kroot, and the dog guys. Alright, let's get that so we can get an Ethereal out, because that'll give us a map-wide buff, and then we'll get the Kroot Hounds and see how many of those we can get. I think you can get 3 of them, right? I can't remember. It's been too much, and I guess I shouldn't assume it's the same as Dark Crusade, because we do know that they make some changes between each expansion. Alright, let's get the Ethereal out, because that'll get morale, health, and damage bonuses, but then you lose all those, plus a penalty if he gets killed. Alright, let's get that. Okay, so you get 2 of them, I guess. So that means if you want to do all 3 Shapers, you get 1 Kroot squad and then 2 Kroot Hounds. I think that's what it was in Dark Crusade too, actually. For some reason I was thinking you had 3 of them, but...
Ready to do our part, Shuttle. Ready to take command. Banish your fear. The voice of reason.
Alright, let's summon these guys.
We act as one, lest we perish alone.
Did that just cost me population? I thought in Dark Crusade those guys were summoned for free, but I think that just took up my population.
Lead our warriors. The Kroots will stand with you.
I'm gonna have to pay more attention to that. Oh yeah, and then we have these guys. I guess we're supposed to fight the vehicles with those guys. But they're melee, not range, so that's always frustrating. Get you into here. I mean, really, the Hound should be pretty good at just chopping through all these Ork units. Yeah, I mean, it seems like that worked pretty well, so maybe this will go better than I think it's going to. Alright, oh, so we can only get 2 of those guys. I'm never sure if I get 2 or 3. Yeah, I mean, we don't get turrets because you get the broadside, so you're meant to use those guys instead. But we also know that they come in close to us. And then those guys have a minimum range. So these are like a combination of apes and bird people. So do I just keep... Do I get one to set up? I guess I'm just worried about not having anti-vehicle, and I feel like I need to have at least one Pathfinder behind in our base, otherwise I don't have any detectors here. So I guess we get a Pathfinder and then a Fire Warrior. Because we are going to have to leave people behind to protect the base from assaults.
Ready.
Alright, let's get that. Start buffing up our stealth suits. The other option is I could just get a couple of stealth suits and keep them behind to be anti-vehicle. If we're going to upgrade all this. I seem to remember the Barracudas aren't bad, but I think we go over the Skyray here, just because it has such long range. And I think that can do decent damage against vehicles, too. I guess we'll find out.
Is it time for a fight?
Alright, let's start setting up some attack groups. Alright, easy peasy.
You needed fire support?
Yeah, let's get some stealth suits. Yeah, so these guys are our other detectors.
The lone hunters are here on a first in the field. Ready to do our part. I shall guide our efforts.
Alright. Yeah, that's right, you can do like an orbital strike. And then holographic projection just gives you... Alright, let's do this. Alright, those guys can be our anti-vehicle defense. Yeah, it's just those hammerheads are just so damn good. Maybe we do some devil fishes to just round out our force selection, and then they should be stealth to help us run around and get some kills. I gotta think that we're strong enough that I can push through here with just these guys, right? I'll bring the Sky Rays over to help. Alright, we'll use the Sky Rays to take out the buildings while everybody else fights.
Get in place, me boys! Fight and fight good! Fight! The telly spot is ours! Ours! They draw their fortitude from the great banner upon the heights. Destroy it, and our battle is half won.
Boy, I don't know. I was thinking maybe with those guys being heavy infantry, they were going to be able to tank these turrets a lot better, but I mean, they're already down 20% of their health, and this was a pretty minor engagement. Damn, I think those missile strikes actually killed my own guys. I thought they were out of range. So I guess that splash damage is actually further than I thought it was. Yeah, let's get our Shaper already. Yeah, this is not good. Usually we don't suffer really any losses on this first assault once you get an army up. But we're actually suffering pretty significant losses. I mean, we almost have 2 squads that are wiped. And the Shaper was taken out. Now, granted, that was from mostly friendly fire, I think.
Mark a target, and we will wipe it out. The patient hunter gets the prey. Missiles are hot. Acquiring targets.
Now, being that we have the Kayun location, I think that means we can build the greater Narlock.
XP-25 ready for action.
I think that's what it's called.
Ready to join my kin.
Which is like our ultimate unit. I thought banners were detector units, but it doesn't seem like it's actually detecting our devilfish that are over here, so maybe that changed? I could have swore banners were detectors. Maybe that was a change. I was thinking that was a thing. Let me know, am I not remembering that correctly?
Let's go then. Together we will beat them all.
Yeah, these guys aren't great at doing damage.
Personnel carrier, ready for action.
Against buildings.
I am ready to join my kin.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll bring these guys out to the center and then he can protect the critical location.
Gunship on the move.
I've just kind of given up on Relic ever fixing these audio bugs here, so I'm not even going to mention it anymore. As you guys may know, if you've watched some of my other playthroughs, I was trying to help Relic with pointing out some of these things, but I just found them to be too obnoxious to work with, and then they seem to just kind of throw their hands up because they're like, unless you're going to tell us everything right where to go, then we're not going to put any effort into it, so I just kind of walked. It's like, I'm not doing your job for you. It's like I sent them links to my channel and with the playlist for the game, and I said, you know, these are the playthroughs where the bugs have happened. There's timestamps in the videos, and they're like, no, that's not good enough. You need to tell us the exact second on what episode where there's a bug, and it's just like, no. I'm not going to go back through and rewatch every episode to try to write down every single timestamp audio bug for you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these guys don't feel terrible. They don't feel great, though. I mean, even the big old gorilla boys feel like they're taking more damage than I would expect, because I was kind of thinking them to be the equivalent of vehicles, but instead they seem like they're more the equivalent of, I guess I'd call it like a heavy infantry plus. But I think we'll focus on taking out the vehicle base first. Just because I think those guys running down here with the chukkas, the bomb chukkas on us, plus the rockets are going to just be too damaging for us.
Each cast does its part for the greater good.
Alright, so the Greater Narlock takes a vehicle. I guess I kind of remembered that being a thing.
Open fire.
Alright, let's build that up as we're continuing to push.
Target acquired. Mark a target, and we will wipe it out. Bring down a rain of fire. Missiles locking on. Mark a target, and we'll wipe it out. Target acquired. Mark a target, and we will wipe it out. Our duty missiles locking on. Bring down a rain of fire.
Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Well, I mean, we're dropping them pretty decently. I mean, they're counter pushing us pretty well too. Beautiful. And then we have to get our Tau Commander a little bit closer so he can unstealth the rocket boys here. Yeah, I mean, it's high damage output. I mean, I guess technically they have higher health pools than the crisis suits would. They give me a front line and then the fire warriors can just sit and attack. So I guess as long as we're not having a major mechanized army, this feels okay. We're pushing pretty aggressively. I'm worried what's going to happen when the... Well, okay, it just happened. I was going to say I'm worried about what's going to happen when we come into contact with the Squiggis, but I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, see, the problem with the Squiggis is they have AoE melee attack. And so many of our guys are already injured. I think they're just going to kill everybody. Especially the Crude Hounds that have to be in close quarters combat with him to do damage. I mean, we're killing them. It's working, but I'm a little worried what happens once we get up to the top here. Because that was one of them. Maybe we just keep the Greater Narlock up here to try to hold the line. Oh yeah, and Mega Armored Knobs are actually detectors, which is why you can see my stealth suits here.
Ork knobs have been sighted. We should find a camp and remove this obstacle from our path. Shooting at us only. Ready to do our part. XP-22 battle suit.
Well,
ready.
I guess let's just advance you forward.
Mark a target.
Yeah, now we got knobs coming for us. Yeah, I'm a little worried about holding it with this army. And we kind of saw that the knobs and the mega knobs were hard for us to kill with the standing force that we had there. Alright, let's just start killing these minor vehicles here so we can get more of the monkey boys back.
I have sworn to fight for the tower.
I'm trying to remember what they're called. Is it Krutox?
Let's go then. Is it time for a fight? I understand.
Alright, let's get the Shaper back up there.
We will be your eyes and ears.
I mean, as much as I want to keep the Greater Narlock here, I think I'm going to need him to help me fight the Squiggoth. And it is a Crutox. Okay.
The Groot will stand with you. Follow me, and we shall all...
I don't know. I think continually running these guys back and forth is going to be pretty obnoxious. They move a lot slower than vehicles. Now,
I am ready to join my kin.
the other thing that might be a big problem for us is dealing with those flash gits. Because we know he's got a massive flash git army.
The Earth cast
And they specifically specialize in killing the units we're making. So that could be an issue. I guess we'll find out.
Our bond is strong. Just tell us where the vanguard is. Is it time for a fight?
Yeah, see it. I mean, it brought their health up by like 2,000-3,000, but they just take so much damage. I just don't know if they're really going to be able to bullet sponge much for us.
Yeah, I stepped on crotches for many as you sorry orcs.
Well, let's see what happens here. I mean, that 3-on-1 against that Squiggoth is going well. But the Killicans seem like they're just absolutely destroying the Crutox, or not the Crutox, the Crut Hound pack. Yeah, see, this lack of honor guards is an absolute disaster over here. I mean, these guys, a single mega armored knob is like just killing all of my units. Oh my god, now there's knobs here too with power claws. Am I gonna have to cancel my push here? Well, I guess not, because I'm losing everybody. So I might be able to just remake an army. Yeah, so the can just killed you.
Our hunt begins.
Ooh, boy. Well, let's see what happens here. I mean, we're through and into the Squiggoth training area, but not great. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they can't go toe-to-toe with the knobs. I mean, the knobs are like the ultimate melee fighting force. Especially once they have their power claws up. Alright, let's move across here.
As Tao shall. Ready to do our part. Prosper as Tao shall. Just tell us where we'll meet us then. Just tell us where you need us.
Alright, you can capture that. This definitely seems like a very expensive army, because I'm having to continually replace guys. I mean, the broadsides are very powerful, but I'm worried if I just have them sitting out and attack, automatically they're going to focus on, you know, Sluggaboys or something instead. And then the Mega Armor Knobs and the other infantry are just going to move in and attack the broadside. I mean, we can see how it goes, but I'm not super optimistic.
You want me there
No, I'm going with Fire Warriors. Yeah, see, if I'm going to try to hold this, I'm literally going to have to keep these guys back to act as a defensive force. But I think I need these guys to help push.
Like Tau, we shall triumph. I am ready to join my games.
We're just gonna... Okay, here we go. Looted tank. Let's see how this goes. Oh, of course there's gonna be knobs attacking at the same time. Alright, well, I mean, you eventually get through it.
Consider it done. The Groot will stand with you.
Alright, let's get you into here.
We shall all be strong.
I mean, I just feel like I'm exceptional at killing infantry, but I feel like I have lackluster options against vehicles.
We have spread a greater good. To join my kin. Together we will beat them. Tell us where you need us.
With this build.
The Firecast will not fail you.
Because, yeah, the Krutoks are really good at killing things, as are the Fleshhounds, but if I need to move them around to fight with our army, then I don't have guys over here protecting the base. Now, granted, I am trying to take out a stronghold.
Missiles locking on.
Still haven't made up my mind yet. I feel very conflicted, though, as you can probably tell.
Acquiring targets.
It's just the crisis suits are so nice because it's like really good anti-vehicle and anti-infantry. They have a lot of health. You can jump pack them around to give them increased mobility, increased survivability. And they're relatively cheap, so it's like one unit that you pump out. Yeah, see, these freaking flash kits are just melting our forces here. Yeah, they're melting all of our forces, actually. They're good at killing Krutoks, they're good at killing the Greater Narlock. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I mean, even our rocket barrage wasn't enough to kill the flash kits here. Ooh, that's going to be a hard thing. I mean, I haven't even tried to kill the fighter bombers there either.
Find cover. None can stand before the greater good.
I love the sound of me shooter.
Well, I think you guys need to just focus on the Can I kite these guys, I wonder? Because I don't want you to engage it in oh, frick. I was going to say, because I don't want you to engage them in melee, because they'll start getting the animations for the sync kills, and then you won't be doing damage anymore. Well, let's try to take out the vehicles here. Oh my god, our hero's damage is so low. It's so pathetic right now. I think I need to get additional buildings here. Maybe I go with Barracudas, because that would help us bypass the knobs, right? Because they can't attack the air. Let's try that out and see, because I kind of remember the Barracudas to be good.
Just tell us where you need us. There is your prey, Shazla. I am ready to join my game. Hold formation! Is just ready to take command.
Alright, let's just keep getting these guys out. Alright, you're shooting down the Mega Armor knobs, that's good. Hopefully you can keep killing those super elite units, because he actually has more of them than what he should be able to build normally due to the population caps. So hopefully once we take those out, they won't respawn in. That's always the fear, because sometimes the unit production is not standard for the AI. It's actually like this barracks will just spawn in, you know, knobs occasionally, and this mech shop will summon in a looted tank sometimes. So I'm not sure how it works in this situation exactly. My hope is that once you take them out, then that's just kind of the end of it. But I guess we'll find out here.
Just tell us where you need us. Consider it done. If there
Let's keep trying to pick them off if we can. Well, you know, you're slowly doing some damage against the aircraft.
This is what we like best.
I guess the positive thing is I can go attack the knob base now. Interesting. The flash kits are actually attacking me. That makes me wonder if they're not getting spawned in. Not loving that. Settle down there, boy.
Just tell us where you need us.
Alright, let's just run you guys up here and start attacking some of these bases. Holy shit, there's actually a lot more of these guys than I remembered. And they have just totally melted our crew. Great, I already lost our recruits here. That is not great. I don't recall this base to be so strong. I don't know if that's happened because I waited so long to attack it. But yeah, they've got a full army over here. In addition to knobs. Holy moly. Can't believe I just lost my whole half my army there.
Is it time for a fight?
Yeah, I'm not even sure these are the knobs that are attacking because they don't all have power claws like the other ones did. Now I suppose they may have been upgrading the power claws. If we interrupted that. Oh, great. Now they're going to start running their storm boys around and killing our resource buildings because we haven't been pushing continuously.
I am ready to join my kin. Is it time for a fight?
Yeah, I think I've decided that I don't like these guys, and I'm gonna do the Monka for these playthroughs going forward. Because I think this is just gonna lead to continual like bonsai charges here. And like I said, it's a pretty expensive playstyle to have to continually bring in more guys instead of, you know, a big powerful army that you can just keep charging through with. Yeah, and see these hounds with their jump, it does a lot of damage, but then they're just going to continually get themselves shot apart here. And then we don't have the great vehicles to tank all this. Now, I suppose crisis suits may not actually be much better here, but this is our second army that's almost been wiped out, so I think we just need to bring everything over here to try to help get the kill. Yeah, my god, they still have... We've only taken out like half the base as units here. Alright, keep charging in, I guess. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up losing that spot now. But if I can take out this base, I think it's gonna be worth it. Alright, let's get you back. Yeah, it did take 2 population for the bodyguard, so I could have swore those were free on the Dark Crusade, but maybe I'm mistaken. Oh my god, he's got 2 mega armored knob squads attacking me. No wonder you can't hold the line. Oh shit, I just blew up my aircraft here. This is not looking great for us. I think we're gonna have to run everybody over here to try to help.
The Contra will crush them. I have sworn to fight for the Tau.
Service required. Awaiting orders.
Bring them to our part.
I think you just shot down my other Barracuda.
Fire team is ready. None can stand before the greater to our part. The voice of reason.
Yeah, the bodyguard summon's still on cooldown. I guess it is a little bit quick to ask him to summon another one.
The Contra will crush them. I am ready to join my kin.
There you go. And I think these guys can repair aircraft.
Battlefield salvage.
Alright, well. We're very slowly making progress.
I am ready to join my kin. Fire team is ready. The brute will stand me. I have sworn to fight for the lead us to victory. Follow me, and we shall all be strong. Target acquired.
Command. Command. Service required.
Alright, maybe we have these guys stay behind to be our defensive force. At least until we can take out the Knob base. Now, I don't think the Knob base is where the
I am ready to join my kin.
Mega Armor Knobs are coming from. They seem to be coming from the main base.
Got it.
Cranes inbound.
There's one of the Storm Boy squads. They usually have one on the south side, one on the north side, and they just fly around and harass your resource
Is it time for a fight?
locations. Yeah, I mean, they're exceptionally good at fighting in melee when they're not overwhelmed, but... So I can see why people like it. I mean, in the right situations, it's incredibly powerful. But I just feel like the Mon Ka is good in every situation. See, now being overwhelmed with numbers, I suspect we may struggle getting the kills here without getting a bunch of losses. I guess it's working actually pretty... Oh, I see. That's, I was going to say, it's working pretty decently, but that's because they're killing the Krutoks, not the Krut Hounds. I was going to say, that's working shockingly well. And then the other downside, I guess, to these guys is while those Krutoks and things are durable, you can repair the hammerheads to keep them combat effective, whereas the Krutoks, once they get damaged, they have to die. Now, somebody was asking me on my Dark Crusade playthrough if you could repair the Crisis suits. I can see why that seems like it should be a possibility, and if so, it would be very powerful. But they're actually considered a heavy infantry, not a vehicle, so you can't repair them.
I am ready to join my kin. I am ready to join my kin. I'll be there right away.
I don't think I ever answered his question.
We have instructions.
So I'll do it here. Whether he ends up watching this playthrough on Soulstorm or not, I guess we'll find out.
Is it time for a
Alright, now the next question is,
We will beat them all.
should I set up another base to help with reinforcement? Maybe we'll do that if we can blow through the base up top here. But I seem to recall this being the hardest base out of all of them, so with more mechanized units, so I guess we're going to have to find out how it goes.
Them's we special guy boys!
Oh, they keep squashing everything they get to.
Yeah, see, he's got a bunch of knobs over here. He's got vehicles. I mean, this is a late game army that he's effectively got as his base defense here. Yeah, I think he's going to kill our guys. I don't think we're going to be able to hold the line. Yeah, he just totally chopped through all you guys. Well, let's start replacing our army again. Yeah, see, without the hammerheads, we just don't have great long-range anti-vehicle unless I do the broadsides.
None can stand before the greater good. Target acquired. Just tell us where you need us. Form up, right now! Tactical retreat!
I have sworn to fight
All
for the
formation!
Tau.
Yeah, I'm just in this perpetual
Tau shall.
rebuilding army situation.
Yes, sir. Fire team is ready right now. Ready to do our
I
part.
think this is going to go a lot better once we get our commander upgraded and he can actually become a weapons platform. Because once he gets the missile pods, then he should be an anti-vehicle killer too. With his weapon upgrades. And he should be doing like, I think 4 or 5 times the amount of damage he does now too, so...
XP-22 battlesuit ready.
Awaiting orders. Battlefield signature failure.
Fire team is ready.
I mean, the increased range is very powerful for the fire warriors here. I think if you were doing like a multiplayer game and you were having like a allied faction, if you could have them act as a front line and anti-vehicle, then you could just do a mass fire warrior build from super long range that can just melt any enemy infantry that would be coming for you. I think doing this kind of build would work real well for that. But yeah, the anti-vehicle killing potential here I'm not crazy about. And then having to rely on the heavy melee is also detrimental instead of just having a long-range army that can attack. Alright, well we made it through.
Target acquired.
Let's start killing the base here. They should hopefully have broken their back. And then we're just gonna have to figure out how to get through all those flash gets. Alright, we got that under control. And we'll take this out because I think it's giving vision to that Luda and allowing him to attack us from long range. So let's try to clear out this area here.
Consider it done.
Now you guys can start coming over here
Just tell us where you need us.
and attack there.
Keep firing, keep firing.
You guys can keep pushing into here. Let's try to take out these buildings in case it does cause units to spawn in. shooting down those fighter bombers, and once we kill them, they shouldn't be able to be remade since we took out that fortress already.
Target acquired.
Alright, this is going way better than I thought it was going to. Alright, let's keep firing over here and clear this area out. Ooh, we still got quite a few flash kits, actually. Alright, actually that worked out pretty well because our fire warriors outrange them so bad. Nice. Oh, I see what's happening. The Shaper is sitting there shooting into the aircraft.
Ready to take command. Shas-O, ready to take command.
Alright, nice.
I am ready to join my kin. Together we will beat them all.
Now,
Stand before the greater good. Just tell us where you need us. None can stand before the greater good.
we just need to siege the last of the base up here, so let's just bring all of our army up here. Alright, let's get you up here. Fire away. Alright, let's replace our army, hopefully for the final time here. Alright, the Barracudas are actually doing very well for us. And then because our fire warriors have such a long range, they're actually outranging all the turrets. And then these buildings just keep summoning in Sluggaboys, which our fire warriors should easily be able to liquidate as they get summoned in. Alright, let's just keep advancing here. And our poor Greater Narlock's about to die, but we're about to have some reinforcements coming in.
We're being shot.
Alright, this should be good, and then we should have victory here momentarily. So a bit of a longer first episode, but we were able to aggressively take out a stronghold here on the very first episode, so hopefully this will be a sign of positive things to come. A little bit of a frustrating first episode, but that's good also because I had to refresh my memory on how to use the Tau anyways, so I feel much... it's coming back to me after doing this.
My Orkhold! My beautiful Orkhold! had enough of this.
Commander Ork had personally seen several engagements with the Orks, and considered them entirely beyond hope of reform. So when the Tau learned the location of the Ork Stronghold, directly beneath the Nan Yanoi moonbase, it was only a matter of time before they would need to be eliminated. Although no match for the Orks in close combat, or in numbers, the strategies and the weaponry of the Tau allowed them to achieve complete victory. The ancient mountain base, which had never before known a successful assault, was split open under the vice-like pressure of the Tau military. The Tau did not hesitate to claim the remote mountain enclave for their own. Teams of fire warriors and Kroot scoured the mountains for Orks who had fled, while survey teams mapped the terrain. It was only after a thorough analysis of the battle that Ork realized that somehow the Ork warlord Gorguts had escaped. Still, there was little doubt that he would not be waging war in Kaurava anytime soon.
Alright, and we got ourselves a 3-to-1 kill ratio for a new piece of Wargear. So I think what we definitely want to do is get the shield generator here. This powerful ion shield generator makes the XV-22 battlesuit much more durable in battle, so it'll increase our health and protect against attacks, because we were finding that he was frequently getting killed by the Orks here. So hopefully by doing this, it'll make him much more durable and hopefully able to tank some hits so the rest of our units can get kills from afar. So with that, I'm going to call it quits here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encouraging to post more content for you. Have a great day.